Hi, Ben here. Today's video I'm going to show you guys some of the slab wood that I've laying around my sawmill. I'm going to post this video on Craigslist, or a link to this video on Craigslist, and anybody that's interested, locally that is interested in coming and picking up some of this wood, make me an offer, let me know what you're willing to pay for it, and I'll contact you. I'll leave my stuff in my description down below the video. I'll leave you an email, and I'll also leave my email, my phone number in the Craigslist ad. So I'll show you what I have here. With here, this is mostly maple. There's a pile of end scraps here, stuff that really isn't usable for me. It just isn't worth saving. Not good enough to make a board out of it. So a lot of the stuff is kind of thin, maybe inch thick. There is some thicker pieces in there. It might be 4 or 5 inches thick, and there is some super thin stuff that I just cut off to make a board that I needed. It was just a little bit too thick. So there's some thin stuff and there's some thicker stuff in there. There's a little bit of oak and mostly maple there in that pile. So there's that pile, probably about 4 foot high, maybe 6 foot wide. Quite a bit of it there. This pile I have over here, this end stuff is all oak. There is a piece of ash in there. Most of this stuff is 3 inches thick. There is a couple pieces of real thin stuff in there, kindle and stuff. The maple log on top there is too short and knotted up for me to really make it worth milling down, so that can go. I have a couple of other logs. This log here, I'm going to cut this log here. It's just too twisted for me to make it worth my while to. You stand out here, you see the twist in it. So I'm going to cut that off right about here somewhere. So that's about a 1 foot diameter log, probably about 5 foot long. That one can go. I have a couple here. This one here has that knot in it, a little bit twisted. That's probably about 6 foot long, and it might be 10 inches in diameter. That one can go. There's another one up in here. This one might be 1 foot in diameter. I might cut that down just behind this knot here. This is all maple, so you got probably about a foot diameter log, maybe 3 foot long or so. This log here, just too many knots, and it's not straight enough for me to make feasible to cut in the boards. There's 3 knots in that, so if anybody's interested in that one, it's probably about 20 inches diameter on this end, and maybe a foot in diameter on the far end, maybe 8 foot long. And I have some real super big ones here. This one here, about 3 foot in diameter, and it's only about 3 foot long. Just the stump of a maple tree. It's just too massive for me to get in my sawmill, and it's not long enough for me to make worthwhile. And I have 2 of them. Here's the second one. Same thing. About hip height, maybe 3 foot in diameter, maybe a little more. And actually, I think I didn't even realize this one was in here. Looks like there's a 4th one in there too. About the same thing. So 3 sections of the same trunk, all maple. About 3 foot diameter, about 3 foot high. If anybody's interested in them, cutting them and splitting them, I can load your truck or your trailer. Alright, like I said, just kind of giving you guys a rundown of what I got laying around the sawmill. Anybody that's interested in purchasing any of this lumber off me, or any of the slab wood off me, whether it's crafts or whether you're looking to burn it, just shoot me an email. My stuff's in the description below. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.